Hi, and welcome to a video about Homecoming 2017 and its connection to your role in career and leadership development. In your role, you may get asked, why do we have homecoming? What's the point? Um, a lot of people coming in know what homecoming looks like based on their high school experience, but they don't necessarily know why we have homecoming. One of the reasons, the biggest reasons you could tell them is so that we are able to celebrate the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater and celebrate being a Warhawk. At the same time, homecoming is meant to bring Warhawks together. We've made some changes for this year, and we're excited to tell you about them that are hopefully going to bring individuals a little bit closer to homecoming, a little bit closer to each other, not just through student organizations. At the same time, our goal is to add to UW-Whitewater's history and to its traditions. Homecoming's been around for a very long time, and this is just another chapter and a very, very new chapter in that long-standing tradition. And lastly, we want to make multiple opportunities for Warhawks to be able to have and make memories. I was a student here long ago, and I could tell you plenty of fun, great memories that I have based around homecoming that I still remember and tell people about today. So, if you don't know, you're probably sitting there going, what's the theme of homecoming? And if you do know, you probably haven't seen our awesome logo. So here it is. It is bringing back the 90s. That is our theme for this year. So I am looking forward to all of the wonderful things that were in my growing up time of the 90s, and hopefully some things that you've heard about or maybe experienced as well. As I mentioned, it's a new chapter in the tradition of homecoming, and so with new things comes tweaks. This year, we're not doing sub-themes for groups and organizations anymore. Nobody has to fight over wanting to be the same band or the same artist or the same TV show or the same cartoon. Everybody can do whatever they want as long as it's appropriate. And then this year, we also are tweaking the categories. The Greeks will still have their own competition category, but now we will have large student organizations and groups and small student organizations and groups. What the cutoff number is, we will inform you a little bit later when we have our final details on that, but be on the lookout for that. Now for the details of Homecoming Week. Homecoming goes from October 29th through November 4th. On that Sunday is the Warhawks Are All That auditions. Warhawks Are All That is now our talent show. So not only will student organizations still get to compete in things like lip sync and live music and skits, but students in themselves, Warhawks themselves, will get to compete and show off their talents. If you know somebody who is really good at singing or feels really good about their singing, or is a magician or has really awesome juggling skills or anything along those lines that they think that they want to show off in front of a large group of people, have them audition, and that audition day is the 29th. On Monday the 30th is our study night. We will be filling the University Center full of Warhawks being very academically strong and showing good study habits or good homework habits, and they will be rewarded for doing so. We'll also be announcing our homecoming court at the end of the night, which will be the top five Warhawks that apply this year. On Tuesday, which is Halloween, why not have a decoration competition, right? We thought so too. So what you need to know about this is that any organization, any student group that wants to compete can compete, and they can decorate their area, which is going to be defined later. But if they have an office on campus and want to decorate their door, they can do that. If they're the lits in the residence halls and they want to decorate their lobby, they can do that. If they have houses off campus or all of them live in the same apartment or house, they can decorate that on behalf of their organization as well. On Wednesday the 11th, Warhawks Are All That will officially happen that night. It will be in the Young Auditorium, so we'll be back in the friendly confines. That is a wonderful theater for us and for the competition. On Thursday, November 2nd is Trivia Night. We will be filling the Hamilton room with a bunch of Warhawks looking to compete in trivia contests, whether they're there for their student organization or they're there for themselves and want to compete against other individuals in Warhawks and prove that they are the best at trivia, both for the campus, for the 90s, and for current events. Everybody and anybody is welcome as long as we still have space. On Friday, November 3rd, is the homecoming game. So, one thing that we are still competing in is the tug of war competition, which we got a lot of feedback that people really, really love. And then we'll have a mystery ish relay that we will tell the information on well before homecoming happens, but things are still getting finalized, and I cannot talk about that any further. And lastly, we have the parade and the football game on Saturday the 4th. Like always, parade will start at 10 a.m. sharp, and we'll leave from the Center of the Arts and go down Main Street. So please, please encourage people to take part in all of these events, or at least go see them. Lastly, we've come to the part of the video that talks about how you, in your role here in Career and Leadership Development, can help homecoming be successful. How can you help? Be positive and supportive about homecoming and events. As with any new things, people are going to be a little nervous about change, about new ideas, about maybe losing their favorite parts of homecoming before. Be positive, be optimistic, and help them see or at least experience the things before they have the chance to shoot them down. Encourage others to get involved. Like I said before, if you know somebody that's got talent that wants to be, that you think would be great in the talent show, or you just think they should get out there and take part in the trivia contest because they're really smart or they love trivia competitions, or you really want to see the parade but you don't necessarily want to commit yourself to the night's events, bring your friends with you, stake out a spot on the parade route, enjoy everybody going by on their floats and in their costumes and waving, and maybe get some free candy, whatever it is. Help others get involved, and you too get involved, whether it's attending the events or actually taking part in it. Getting people there is the biggest key that we could ask for. If people aren't there, they aren't knowing about homecoming, or they aren't getting to see it. And without people getting to see it, we can't fine tune it and make it better for the future. But we also can't make it as big as we can make it without them there. And lastly, know what's going on. You're going to be the people that your friends or that are working and students that are walking by come to ask you about what's going on with homecoming. We're going to do our best to make sure you get all the information, whether it's a calendar or a packet or an email or something like that, so that you're on point with your information, so that you can help out anybody that comes to you. And if you don't feel like you can because they're asking a question that you don't know, send them to the homecoming intern, which is Hannah, or send them to Kim Clarkson, or send them to me, Josh Tepps, or anybody else that you know is involved with homecoming that works in the office. We will be able to back you up, but we're going to do our best to make sure that you know all the information first. If you have any questions at any time, feel free to ask one of the three people I just talked about, Hannah, Kim, or myself, and we will do our best to get you the answers as quick as possible and as accurate as possible for Homecoming 2017. Thank you. Bye-bye.